Hello, welcome dear students. In the last session of our gravitational lecture, we have seen different aspects related with the gravitation. Gravitation से मुताल्लिक़ हमने बहुत सारी बातें देखी, जैसे कि what is gravitational force, what are the factors related with the gravitational force, and Newton's story about the gravitational force, and circular motion, centripetal force, and Kepler's laws of प्लानिटरी मोशन। केपलर के जो लॉज हैं प्लानिटरी मोशन के, उनका इस्तेमाल करते हुए न्यूटन ने बहुत ही सोच समझकर बहुत ही अच्छी तरीके से एक लॉ तैयार किया। और पिछले जितने भी दूसरे साइंटिस्ट के, एस्ट्रोनॉमर्स के जो भी रिजल्ट्स थे, उन तमाम को एक जगह करके फिर न्यूटन ने खुद ने भी बहुत अच्छे तरीके से एक जो लॉ पेश किया है, that is known as the universal law of gravitation. Therefore it is known as the Newton's universal law of gravitation. इसको यूनिवर्सल इसलिए कहा जाता है कि पूरी कायनात के जितने भी ऑब्जेक्ट्स हैं उन तमाम के लिए अप्लीकेबल है, इस वजह से इसको यूनिवर्सल नाम दिया गया। ये सिर्फ ऑन द सरफेस ऑफ अर्थ के नहीं है, या कोई लो मास बॉडी या हेवी बॉडीज के लिए नहीं है, ये सब के लिए, इसी वजह से इसको यूनिवर्सल नाम दिया गया। न्यूटन्स यूनिवर्सल लॉ ऑफ ग्रेविटेशन का जो स्टेटमेंट है वो इस तरह से है कि एवरी ऑब्जेक्ट इन द यूनिवर्स अट्रैक्ट्स एवरी अदर ऑब्जेक्ट इन द यूनिवर्स विद अ डेफिनेट फोर्स, एंड दिस फोर्स इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द प्रोडक्ट ऑफ देयर मासेस एंड inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. This is the statement of the Newton's universal law of gravitation. According to this law, if we take two bodies, suppose this is one body and this is another body or object, and the mass of this is suppose m1 and the mass of this is suppose m2, and the distance between these two objects suppose small d. The distance between the centers of these two objects is suppose small d. Then according to the law of gravitation, the force is directly proportional to the product of the masses of the two bodies. Means m1 is the mass of this body, m2 is the mass of this body. Then this force of attraction is directly proportional to product of the masses, means m1 m2, and again that force is inversely proportional, means 1 divided by to the square of the distance between them, means 1 divided by d square. Therefore F equal to, or if we take first of all combine these two, then F is proportional to m1 m2 divided by d square. Therefore F equal to any constant, and Newton has taken this constant of proportionality capital G, m1 m2 divided by d square, and this G is nothing but the universal gravitational constant. Universal gravitational constant, capital G, which is the constant of proportionality and is known as the universal gravitational constant. If we take the formula for G, then G equal to cross multiplication F into d square divided by m1 into m2. Now we want the SI unit for the universal gravitational constant, then SI unit of this becomes, F means force and the SI unit of force is Newton. D is the distance between these two objects, means meter, and here it is square, so take it square. divided by m1 and m2 are the masses of the two bodies, and the SI unit for mass is kilogram. Therefore, this will become kilogram square. Therefore, the SI unit of the universal gravitational constant is Newton meter square per kilogram square, and its value is calculated, and it will become 6.67 into 10 raised to minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. In this way, the Newton has described the universal law of gravity.